Hey, everybody. Good morning. Welcome in. Hope you're doing great. This is the morning message for February 22nd. Lots of twos in this day. 2021, right? Lots of twos, lots of twos. All right. So this week, if you're following twos, if you're interested in twos, that can be about partnership. That can be about, coming together. That can be about love, right? Two. That can be about an idea progressing for you. That's something that's going on. We're moving out of the Aquarius stellium, so that's kind of nice. We're moving into Pisces energy, which is softer. It's going to feel different, especially if you've had a rough time in that Aquarius energy. Just recently, we had 4 planets, I think, in Aquarius, and Venus is moving into Pisces. So hopefully it's gonna ease up. If you haven't had any trouble, I mean, I have Aquarius in my Venus, so I have felt this a lot recently. I have felt the Mercury in retrograde. I have felt a lot of the Aquarian energy of like, change, do something, innovate. I felt pushed in a lot of ways to do stuff like that. And so now it's just softening. And later this week, or on the weekend, next weekend, we're going to have a Virgo full moon, and that's just also lovely energy. So I'll be doing a reading about that as we move forward. Lots of changes on the channel. This week, you're going to see some different things. Not really in terms of the readings, but in terms of how we're delivering them to you, okay? So especially the extendeds, we're going to be moving off of Vimeo gradually. Okay, so there's no extended for this. This is a Monday morning. I will be doing everything right here in this video. If you like the content I create, please like, subscribe, and share. Okay, thank you very much for doing that. Right away, Treasure Island coming up. Treasure Island. This is the Wisdom of the Tarot Oracle deck. Unfinished Symphony. Building blocks. Okay, so this is kind of nice. It's not a feeling of like, oh God, not this cycle again. To me, it's sort of like there is Aquarian energy here in that you're seeing the good things. You're sort of, taking the good things from a situation and planting those seeds for the future. So, there's very little that is 100% good or 100% bad, okay? And whatever is happening for you, whatever you have, sort of put away and not really wanted to look at, you're probably going to be looking at it again. You're probably going to be deciding to take good pieces of it and plant the seeds for the future. Something that you feel, you take with you, right? Like every relationship, when I look at it, if it's ending or if it's closing, right? The relationship is, or a chapter is ending, right? It's like, okay, what can I take from this? What lesson can I learn? I know it's a very Aquarian kind of approach and can be seen as a little too cerebral, but recently a lot of feelings have been coming up when I'm saying, okay, there's endings happening or there's new beginnings happening or, whatever's going on. Feelings are starting to come up in connection with that. So it's not just like a kind of a think exercise. It's more than that. Okay. It's more about a heart exercise. What felt good about it? What feelings did it bring up for you? And then what can you take forward and plant the seeds for the future? All right. That's kind of nice. Let's see where we go. I will use the Gaia deck at the end of this reading. I hope I remember, because I love that Gaia deck. Just a message for everybody watching. All right, so let's see where we go here. All right, High Priestess. Trust your intuition. Right there, right there. 10 of Cups. That's beautiful. King of Wands. Tower. Woo! Okay. Devil energy. 7 of Cups. 3 of Swords. 4 of Cups. 8 of Wands. 4 of Wands, and I did see this, so I'm going to pull it out. 6 of Cups. I feel like there is, I'm just going to say this, if you watched the For Whoever reading yesterday on Sunday, then I'm going to say this to you. There's a similar vibe here of a relationship coming to a close kind of suddenly. I feel like one of you is focused on creating positive, creating love, okay, in your life. The other one is the other person might be really stuck with a toxic kind of situation. All right. And they're working their way through it. It's important that they work their way through it. It's almost like, don't tell them. All right. You may see this other person be like, oh God, I see, it's like watching a car accident happening. Like you just want to scream, and you do. A lot of times you scream. I don't think this person's going to hear you. It's like screaming into the abyss. Okay. And I feel like this somebody is going down a road. Okay. So right now there's some stubborn energy. There's some because one of you is like 10 of cups and the other of you is in this devil energy. So this is a really opposite kind of connection or energy around this connection right now. I do think this is coming back together. All right, I did see that yesterday too. I do think this is coming back together. Let me see about this devil energy. I want to clarify Tower and devil. All right, what is the devil energy about? Star needs to be healed, right? Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. This person is holding on to a toxic connection. This is different than yesterday's reading. This person's holding on to a toxic connection. It's somehow healing them though, okay? It's somehow, it's a little bit of hair of the dog. I hate to use that analogy, but hair of the dog is when you have a hangover. For those of you who don't know what that phrase means, it's when you drank too much or something like that, and you have a hangover, and the best thing that cures it is another shot of whiskey or beer or whatever. And then you feel better. It's like you're basically going through some kind of detox. You're going through some kind of purging, and your body is not feeling good, right? It was an abuse of your body. It was an abuse of your system. And so it's trying to detoxify itself, but it really feels difficult going through it. So giving a little bit of the thing that it's trying to detox from makes it feel a little bit better. There can be somebody actually going through some kind of detox here. There can be actually an addictive relationship. All right, somebody who is a narcissist or a narcissistic partner, and it's like you can't do anything to help them. All right, you've got to let them do it because this is their path. Eight of Cups. You've got to let them go through it. You can't scream. You can't do anything. What is the Tower energy here? What is the Tower energy here? World, Magician, Nine of Wands, Two of Swords. All right, it is a closure. It's some kind of closure. I feel like you're just having to, be quiet. The Tower can, I feel like one or both of you is kind of not learning the lessons of something here. And there's a Three of Swords feeling to this. All right, there's some sadness to it. I feel like this person who's dealing with a toxic partner is super confused. Okay, I feel like they're super confused. Your connection here, what is your connection about? It could be childhood. All right, Six of Cups. What is your connection with this person about? Three of Pentacles. Okay, so you guys you have a powerful connection. I think it will return over time. There's some kind of, you're on a different page. You're on a different page right now from this person. Okay, and you have to let this person go through this toxic situation. You can't keep trying to give them more whiskey. You've got to let them detox from this, okay? So part of the whiskey, part of the healing thing, or the little shot that makes them feel better, is like you're kind of glossing over any kind of addictive behavior. You're kind of not really, you know, sort of engaging in any of this stuff. At one point, though, I do feel like you pointed out that this might not be the healthiest thing, and that's Tower. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be no talkie for a while. There's going to be no conversation here. Your intuition is telling you that this person is going down a road, but I almost feel like they have to go down the road. Eight of Cups here, Death, Seven of Pentacles. Now that's not real death. Okay, death is a change of energy from one form to another. I feel like this person is changing radically from one form to another. Okay, this has been happening for a while. Page of Wands, Six of Wands. I think it's going to be very good for them. But I think you can't be in the mix. I think you can't be in the mix. I don't know if you're lovers with this person, or you're married to this person, or this is your sister, or this is your best friend. I don't know that relationship, but I know that there's a very important relationship here, and it needs to break apart for a second. All right, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Scorpio, very Capricornian energy here. Aquarius, Pisces. I see Gemini here too. All right, let's take a look at these signs here. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, Three of Cups, Tower, Ace of Pentacles. The three has to blow apart in order for the new life to begin. So you may be friends, all of you, or this might be a friend and their marriage requires you to not be in their life anymore. Something like that. They could have a toxic partner, but I'm not seeing that right now. I am seeing the devil energy. They have a toxic connection to somebody. That is the thing. The person may not be toxic, but the energy of the connection is toxic. Okay? So for this new beginning to happen, the Tower has to happen. All right? If you're dealing with a Capricorn. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, Six of Wands, High Priestess, and Judgment. This is definitely a crossroads. All right. I feel like you're going to be fine. High Priestess, listen to your intuition. Okay. This is something that likely a tarot reading, a general tarot reading, is not going to get into the detail enough for you. So you're going to need to really take whatever here, right? I say take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That's the point of that, is to take it and run with it. The messages are inside you about this particular situation. All right, especially if you're dealing with a Scorpio. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, Seven of Swords, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. All right, hold that thought for a second. I want to go back to this Capricorn. The Capricorn is stubborn, and towers are necessary for things for change to be made. They have relationships, and they always have some kind of big blow up at the end, right? I just want to say that if you're dealing with a Capricorn, that's definitely coming. All right, if you're dealing with an Aquarius here, I feel like there is going to be, one of you is going to be hiding or running away. One is going to be angry, and it's going to devolve into some texting. Okay, so I feel like you need to release and let go. That's what we're dealing with. Yes, take care of yourself. Okay, we're dealing with, in this Virgo full moon that's coming up, it's going to be a very nice healing energy. I think you need to take advantage of that healing energy and let this just release this person. Just release them and let them go. I don't feel like I feel like if you get, if you try to stay, it's like a mace, like a ball with the spikes on it. This person may spike you. Just saying. I think you just need to release and let go. Let whatever's going to happen. Okay. That's especially if you're dealing with an Aquarius. If you're dealing with a Cancerian, I see Cancer, Pisces, and I see Gemini. All right. Pisces here. Magician, there's Gemini. Four of Wands, King of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Empress. Okay. There's definitely third party vibe here. Somebody's got to go. It might be you. Okay. This person because this person is in a toxic relationship, you can't stick around. You're high vibing here. All right. You can't watch this. So this person is either married or they're going to be married to this person or something like that. You cannot stay. You are vibing at a higher place. Okay. You can't stay. I do think it's going to be sad for you though. All right, if you're dealing with a Pisces, if you're dealing with a Cancerian, Ace of Cups, Temperance, Knight of Cups, wow, Hermit, and Ten of Pentacles. My goodness. Okay, if you're dealing with a Cancerian, I feel like this is something that's coming together. This might be a new person for you, not this person that's involved in this toxic relationship. I see Virgo, I see Sag. Okay, and it's going to be long term. All right, so even if this person in a toxic connection, that could be something that's long term for them. All right, and your connection coming up here, if you're dealing with a Cancerian, is going to be long term. I feel like you're going to be dealing with a water sign. Okay, for something like that, Cancer and Pisces, not Scorpio, not necessarily. Okay, Gemini, if you're dealing with a Gemini, wow, there's a lot of people here. If you're dealing with a Gemini, King of Wands, Eight of Cups, Strength, Five of Cups, and Six of Cups. There's definitely this like, all right, there's a connection here. You've got to move on from it. There might be sadness. I do feel like it's coming back together. Okay, but not right now. One of you has to move off. There's another partner to be had, especially if the one who's in the toxic connection. I know there's a lot of people here. If somebody's in a toxic connection, but if this is you, you know it, right? Somebody's in a toxic connection, they can't see it. A little bit like, they're dealing with drugs, or there's something like that that's really clouding them. And going back to my unfinished symphony and building blocks thing, you kind of got to take a little bit from this relationship that's good for you, and you've got to leave the rest of it behind. All right. If you're dealing with a Gemini, I feel like the same thing. It's the same story. It's like there's other people for the two of you. There's other people. There's other things to do right now. And I do feel like you'll come back together. But you might have to learn some lessons that this person can't teach you. Or you can't teach them. They have to have other people. Okay? So let's see where we go here. What are the blocks that need to be overcome? Blocks. Knight of Wands, Three of Cups. See the third party energy? Ace of Cups is being blocked for both of you. I feel like they're blocking their own Ace of Cups more because of the toxicity of the relationship, but I feel like you're holding on to them, so you got to break free of that. All right, you got to move on from that, from this. All right, actions and advice for you. Ten of Wands, Star. Yep, Six of Wands. So put down the burden. Just let it go. Let this person go. It might be harder than I'm saying. Okay, I feel like there might be some sadness around this. Star. There needs to be some healing now. Six of Wands. So whatever this relationship, however this relationship was holding you back or holding you down, I think you know it. I think this person's just on a different path. All right, it's time to let them go. Messages to you from your higher self. Temperance, Queen of Swords, Hermit, wow, Tower again, Six of Swords. Okay, so there's gonna be some. All right, I'm saying to you, just let this go. I do think there'll be a conversation. I don't think it'll just be a drifting apart. I think this person, like I said to you back when we were talking about Capricorn, this person, how shall I say this? Has a flair for the dramatic. The end of every relationship is a big deal to them. They don't just let people float away, okay? There's going to be some kind of argument or some kind of fight or some kind of, and you're going to have to be this Queen of Swords. All right. You're going to have to be a little bit dispassionate, and you're going to have to follow your own wisdom here. Okay. It might be hard to let this person move on from you, but I feel like you're moving on, and it's also good for you. Let's see where we go here. Three of Wands, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Magician. I feel like you're manifesting the end of this relationship because you need to move on from this vibe. This energy is not good for you. I feel like you're both going to learn some things from this. You might be, be connected via text, and that might be all. Okay, it might be very sparse in terms of, how often you talk to each other. Okay, I'm remembering the Gaia thing. I'll do that in a second. But I feel like you are manifesting this next layer of your life, this next step of your life. And this person is kind of, I don't know, bringing you down or something like that. There's some kind of money thing going on. Finances and career very soon. Playfulness, wedding. So for me, this is about you doing some things that are fun for you, things that are really opening yourself up. I feel like there's a new person coming in for you. This person may have been blocking your energy or blocking the other person from coming in. All right, so energy healing work. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. You and your loved ones are safe. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. I think you know that. I think this other person is not a bad person, but I think they're blocking your energy and you're blocking theirs. So there's going to need to be a release and let go so that partners can come in. All right. There might also be some kind of, one of you might be having a problem with money. And that's blocking, the next stage of their development too. This is a very powerful connection. All right. So they might be moving on. You might be moving into some energy healing work. You might be moving down your spiritual path more, things like that. And you're safe and you're all that kind of stuff. This person is okay too. I think this is really what's supposed to happen right now. I do. I think this is what's supposed to happen. You can't stay right now. You can't stay right now. The dream, something is revealed, insight, breakthrough, feeling lost, lonely, and confused, goddess of creation, transformation, creativity, and wholeness. So I'm keying in on this dream. Okay, the dream is definitely something. Let's see, what number is that? That's number 4. Very interesting. The dream, you will soon break free from a situation that has been causing you concern. Something will be revealed either in a dream or through someone you know and trust. The information you receive will give you an insight into something that has remained hidden for you for some time. This could be you or the other person. This will be a big relief for you as you release all of your concerns and fears were unnecessary and unfounded. Tower, right? You get to just let them go, or they just, move on, and you're like, okay. All is well that ends well. However, do not forget this episode, for it is a recurring theme with you. The next time you're unsure of something, try to refrain from jumping to conclusions which are not based on fact. Also, pay attention to your dreams. Try to remember them as you wake up. With time, you will intuitively learn their symbolic language. This message had been floating around in your dream state for some time. Okay, so the goddess of creation, this is a transformation. All right, this person needs to break free of you to go on their path. You need to break free of this person to get to the next stage of your spiritual path. The Tower can be the awakening here, this moment of like, oh, that's what's happening, and allowing it. Okay, that Virgo full moon that's coming up at the end of this week is a healing energy. So it is about releasing and letting go, sending the other person on with love and healing energy, and just allowing it to happen and not holding on to it. I feel like that's going to be the most healing thing of all. All right, I really do. All right, that's a very strong message lately. Sure enough is.